All right, welcome back. It is Galaxy today, and guess what? I just got a free gift this early morning, which was also given a book. I wonder if she knows how to read well. Now, this one's called The Money Code. This is how to unlock your multi-millionaire gen by TadeCash. That's our guest this morning. And I'm just going through his website, TadeCash.com. What you can see here is I am a super wealth creator, a cash flow entrepreneur, and an investor. I make people rich. I want to be rich in life. Okay. Having founded more than 5 money maker businesses, my money mastery programs will help you to take a mystery away from creating the kind of income to fund your lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, let us make welcome freedom, our financial freedom coach, Tade. His name is even Cash. TadeCash.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
I try to be a gentle lady that I am, but Justin just has those bringing out
Please,
that part of me. Thank you so much for gifting myself and Justin. I mean, he will understand that it's far different from ego dimpa things, as an evil man. I know he needs to make money, he needs to gather money, but there's a wisdom in gathering also. So TadeCash, you would help by helping your brother too.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us talk money.
Okay.
You see
did I not say how to be successful in business?
Okay.
Just instead let us talk money.
His name is TadeCash. What is cash?
This is Galaxy Today. This is not a business
Today
class.
is Monday. Now we have to start the Monday right, and for people who are business oriented, who want to get into one kind of entrepreneurship or the other, you need to listen to this because you will.
What happens to things? What happens to handling your client right? What did you think cash? You see what I'm saying? Please help his ministry. Help his ministry.
Yeah, he's saying the truth,
I know. I know, but
let us talk money, sir.
All right, good to be
here. Good to have you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm really interested in finding out some successful tips.
Help his ministry.
Okay.
Let's start by first of all, what does a business mean?
Okay.
Let's look at the audience.
For people, this is not a textbook definition. It's a definition that we liberate people. A business is a commercial activity that solves problem and makes you money.
Good. Solve problem and make money. Please say that again to you.
A business is a commercial activity that solve problems and make you money.
Justin has that.
So if it doesn't make you money, it's not a business, it's an hobby.
So invariably there must be money involved.
Yes. Please, Justin.
Let's talk money.
Okay. I like to ask because people like to make. Everybody wants to blow. Let me use that word.
Blow.
They just want to bomb and they just pieces away, scatter everywhere,
Okay.
So, and I also know that when it comes to business, it has the beginner stage.
Yeah.
But I call it the incubating stage. So, it looks like a stage where you have to grow with your business. So for those who want to really make it alive, they are in a hurry. They just want that money that can come overnight. How would you begin
to do?
Yeah, exactly. To make them understand that to hit that money, is it actually possible to hit the money overnight? When I mean overnight, like within a short period, for a business that you don't really know, that you're new to.
Okay. Yeah. So the first thing is that there is an all-night success in business. There is no overnight success in business.
There's a
all-night success.
All night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So explain and don't overnight.
All night, not overnight.
Which can I copy from your work?
Exactly.
So what that means is that you labor all night.
All night, yeah.
It's not that suddenly you just wake up and say, "Wow, this person has blown." Okay. Many a time the people that we suddenly see in the limelight, they didn't just come to the limelight that day. They have been building, in the back door. They have been there, and things have been happening for them. And suddenly, maybe they had a big break, and then everybody started getting to know them, and they will say, "Man, I want to be like this guy."
Yeah.
But the truth is, business is not for the snowflakes. Business is not for people that just want to, make it big suddenly. It begins with something that most people do not like to talk about. It begins with a need, not an interesting one, but an important one. So you can't say you want to go into business and make money without first meeting the needs of people. So that's where it begins from. So a lot of people see things, places, and say, "Oh, 10 ways to make money. 5 years opportunity to do this," and then they carried all their savings and put it in the business, and they find out that he has only made money for the guy that advertised the product to them. He has not made any money for them. So the point is, what needs are you about to solve with the business you want to start? It's very, very important.
Okay, let's get into business. 10 things you must do to be successful in business. Let's start off.
Okay, the first thing you must do is not a business plan, it's a commitment plan.
Commitment plan.
Yes, you must have a commitment plan. Most people do not have a commitment plan. You know, ability to say, I will do whatever it takes to be successful legally and credibly. You know, most people don't have that. You know, so they jump into a business perhaps because somebody is trying to do it. And we're in a generation now that people are no more fully committed. They have interest but not committed. There is no 98% commitment. It is either 100% or nothing. So you are committed to it and say, I am committed to it, because there is a particular kind of intelligence that comes to you when you are committed to something. You know, and so most time people are not committed, and that is why you find out that they don't make headway in business.
So how would you start the business when you know you might not be committed to it?
People, now this is what happens. If you start a business just chasing money, not chasing that you want to solve a problem that will make you money, you will not be committed. Money is not strong enough to get people committed when you are starting a business.
Because the longer, by the time the money comes, you just run out.
Do you understand? Or you make a little money, or you face a particular challenge in the course of doing what you want to do, you just find out that you don't want to go ahead anymore to do it.
So you're saying that passion is one of the things you need?
Yeah, you have to be passionate, but passion is not enough. You know, it's one of the least of things. But it begins with a commitment. How committed are you to what you want to do? You know, starting a business is not enough. Anybody can start a business. But are you committed to see it through, to make something great out of it?
So how do you show commitment to that particular plan?
Okay, the second thing that you must do is that when you have a commitment, you have to ask yourself, am I willing to do, I call it WIT. You know, whatever it takes mentality. So most people don't have whatever it takes mentality. They don't, you know, any small challenge, they give up. Any small challenge, they are complaining. Any small, so I tell people, I say, if things are not working, if you are committed, you will rework it. So you will rework things. You will go back to your drawing board and tell yourself, oh, this thing is like, this our plan is not working now. But we're not going to give up, not because the plan is not working, but we're going to look for another way, you know, to be able to get this thing going the way we want it. But to the other guy that is just interested in money, maybe somebody just told him, by the time you start this thing with 10,000, you will be making such amount of money. And they put 10,000, customer wasn't showing up the first week. He just, man, is that not something we can do? This thing is not paying. So you can't make it big like that. You need to be committed. And that is what I found out, you know, especially young people these days trying to come and say, I want to start a business because I think business will make me richer. But the truth is, it has its own challenges, and it begins with ability to say, come on, I am totally committed.
Okay, please, let's just digress a bit. I mean, a lot of people, I heard this, I don't know how right it is. People say, I don't want to work for anybody, I just want to be my own CEO. And it's becoming a trend now. Everybody is a business owner. I'm not against you having a side hustle when you're working. I'm not against people owning one business or the other. But is it really right? Is it really right to say you don't want to work for anybody? Like, knowing that some profession actually need, you need some level of experience and knowledge to start up any business in that line.
The truth is a fallacy and is a myth. And we all are working for someone. You know, even when you're in business, you are working for someone. Someone is going to pay you. And so to say that you are not going to work for somebody is very egoistic, and that destroys a lot of people. You know, and so the truth is, business, and this is going to be shocking to a lot of people, the statistic of people that business has made rich is lesser than the people that started business. You know, so most people say that, oh, you want to be very rich, just go and start your own business. Not necessarily, you know, because starting a business does not make you rich. It is what you do with the business and how you go about the business. And the same way, when you start your career and you start your career, you are making money, you can also be rich with your career if you can invest the money you are making in your business. If financial freedom is what is important to you, it may not necessarily find it in starting a business. You can have a job and then use the money you are making in that place to buy assets that can fund your life. You are free. So it's not enough to just say, I will start a business and then I want to be my own boss. No, we are all serving someone.
Okay, commitment plan, whatever it takes. And what next do we need to do?
The next thing is that you have to be ambitious.
Ambitious, I like that.
You have to be ambitious. You know, business is not for, I used the word before, it's not for snowflakes. It's not for somebody that just say, you know, you have to be ambitious. If you are not ambitious, you will not be able to say, this is what I want to get done, and I'm going to go for it. There is a little bit of stubbornness in you wanting to do business. If you don't have that little stubbornness. I remember a few years ago, one of my brothers came to me and he was in my car and he said, "Daddy, you know, when we were growing up, you were very stubborn." And he thinks that stubbornness has paid off for you now. Okay. Now the truth is there is something about business that says that after tenacity, you know, you have to be ambitious. You have to say, I want to get this thing done. I want to solve this particular problem for people. This problem. People are looking at you, boy, you have just done this one. Why are you doing this one again? Why are you thinking of wanting to own a big stuff like this? If you're not ambitious, business may not really pay off for you.
But speaking about ambitious or ambitions written, how far can you really go? The Bible would say, as far as your eyes can see, but is there a thing that's been overly ambitious? Just how far can ambitions take you, really?
Yeah, but, well, the point is, we never know what we are capable of doing until we attempt. And so the point is, as long as what you are doing is going to be a blessing to humanity, as long as what you're ambitious about
it's not self-centered.
It's not self-centered. And what I mean is not self-centered. There is nothing bad in being a little bit selfish. But the truth is not totally, you're not trying to lord it over people. You're not trying to say
something that will be detrimental.
Exactly, something that will be harmful to other people. As long as what you are doing is going to be beneficial to the human race, you know, your ambition is good. You know, as long as it's not about want to put other people under slavery and all of those things, ambition is good. And there is nobody that has built a mega organization or business today that is not ambitious. They may look quiet, but they're ambitious.
But being ambitious is a good thing. But is there a way of being, because I don't know, I just want to find out. Some people are ambitious, but it's just all in their mind. Is there a place of work in this particular ambition?
Being ambitious, yes. It's an active word. Okay. You can be, to say you are ambitious and you are not doing anything, that is, you are just being, just a wishful thinking. That's a fallacy. You're just chasing fallacy. Because your plan must have a work plan. So if you don't have a work plan, you're just like some people have written business plan for many years now. They have not done anything with it. You know, they keep rewriting it. They will read another book, they will rewrite it. You know, but the truth is, the business plan must have an action plan, must have a commitment plan. That means you are taking steps on it. You can never have a business plan that is perfect. You know, because you are not omniscient. You don't know all things. So you move on. As you move on, things get clearer to you, and you begin to get better every single day.
Okay, so what's the fifth point?
Yeah, the other thing that you must do is that you must know how to work with people.
How to work with people.
Yeah.
Uche, are you listening? Learn how to work with me.
Go ahead. You must know how to work with people. You know, when we're growing up, you know, one of the things I said in my book is when we're growing up, they will say that if you can't beat them, join them. But you know what? If you want to be wealthy, you have to twist that word. If you can't beat them, don't join them. Arrange to get them beaten. Do you understand that?
Whoa. Okay.
I need to get them beaten. You know, so I need to get them beaten, and that is a very simple example for teamwork. You know, so you are not going to be great based on your smartness alone. If you want to be a business and successful business person, you don't have to glorify in your smartness, but the smartness of people that work with you. Because if you don't have smarter people working with you, you can't go far.
Okay, but that should be a tip for wisdom there.
Yeah.
There are cases where people feel, this is my vision, and you bring in smarter people. That tendency where they want to outsmart you, that fear where some people think, okay, if I bring you in, you're going to take over what I'm doing, you know. So trying to be a team player and also trying to bring in smart people to help you move your vision. How do you need to balance it so that you don't, at the end of the day, see yourself living the vision for others?
That's why if you remember, what I said is learn to work with people. That means ability to communicate your vision, ability to bring people in. Everybody is not for your vision, and everybody cannot be for your vision. But you know what? You have to realize, as you are a leader, you need players. You know, so you are like a coach. If you are running a business and you want to have a business, you are like a coach. You need players that have strength in areas you don't have strength.
So are you supposed to have a principles to guide you?
Absolutely. You have to have fundamental principles that guide your relationship. For instance, our own business, I have what we call the code of honor. The code of honor is what binds everybody that works with us. And the people, if you divide that code of honor, you are fired. The code of honor fired you, not me. So everybody knows from day one that this is a code that we are living by. And then if this code, if you step out of this code, you are supposed to have left. You know, it's not sentimental. So that is very, very important. And that's one thing that most people don't do. There is nothing called self-employed. It is a fallacy. Do you understand? Because you cannot be self-employed. You can only be order employed. You can only employ other people. You can't employ yourself. You can't say, I'm working for myself. Those are egoistic statements. So if you want to build a business that will make you rich, that will make money for you, you must realize that other people must be involved. You can't do everything by yourself. And that is where these days, if you don't learn how to build team, you can't go far.
Okay. So fine. After learning how to work with other people and arranging to beat them if you can't beat them, what next do you need to do?
Okay, you must be profit oriented.
Profit oriented. Okay.
Yeah, because there is no way to profit. Profit is the way.
Okay.
Okay. There is no way to profit.
You see, money has to be there.
You have to be profit.
The fifth point?
You have to be profit oriented. Okay. And what does that mean is, you see, profit is a Latin word that means progress. Okay. That means the scorecard for progress in business is profit.
Profit.
Now, no matter what, in the marketplace, if you're not making profit, people don't see, no matter how good your product is, people don't think you're making progress. Because it means that people are not buying what you are offering at a way that is also beneficial to you. Because it's not a one-sided way. It can be that people are benefiting from what you're offering. If you're not making profit, it means that you're not benefiting from it. Okay. So you must be profit-oriented. You must always think not just volume, you must always think margin.
Okay.
So most people think, oh, let's just sell more. If you are selling more at loss, it's still loss. So you must think profit from every point of what you are selling.
Okay, but then being profit oriented is a good thing, but is it something that must be in the immediacy of your mind?
Absolutely, it must be. Because if it's not, you are not going to go for it. And that's why you find a lot of people. They have passion, they have gone for one particular training, and then they have learned how to make cakes, they have learned how to do different things, but guess what happened? They are making money. You even make your uncle or your cousin or whatever, even say, oh, make this cake for me. You have made the cake, but you have never thought of how much is in it in this cake that's going to be my margin. So you take the cake, you're going to supply it, you're not thinking about the transport cost, you are going to have somebody to help you, to assist you in getting the job done, you have not thought about it. Margin is what keeps you in business. If you don't think margin, you'll be marginalizing yourself. Okay. And that's what is happening to a lot of people.
Okay, before we take a break, I just want you to run through the first 5 points that you gave us.
Okay. So can you just remind me?
Commitment plan, whatever it takes, ambitious, how to work with people, and being profit oriented.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay, fine. It's the Galaxy today, and we're looking about how to be successful in business and in life. People are already calling in, but just send SMSs. We may take your calls just towards the tail end of the show. The numbers are on the screen. You can also interact with us on social media using the hashtag Galaxy Today. Once again, commitment plan, whatever it takes, ambitious, how to work with people, which you should learn from that, then profit oriented. In a moment, when we'll come back, we'll talk some more. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. It's still Galaxy today as we discuss and 10 things you must do to become successful in life and in business. And we still have TadeCash with us here in the studios. Just before we went on that break, he told us we need to have a commitment plan, have the whatever it takes mentality, be ambitious, how to learn how to work with people, and be profit oriented in our dealings. Okay, moving on now, Tade. What we've talked about the money and the profit, where else do we go to?
All right, so the 6th thing that you need to think about, which a lot of people, and I will tell you this for free, that is one of the major reasons why a lot of people fail in business, is the fact that people don't love to sell.
They don't love to tell.
They don't love to sell.
Sell, okay.
So you have to learn to sell. You can't succeed in business without selling. By the way, everything in life is sales, and whatever you want is a commission. Do you get?
Everything in life is a sale.
Yeah.
Sale.
Whatever you
want is a commission. Are you listening?
Okay, fine.
Digest that, Justin.
Everything in life is sale. Whatever you want in life is a commission. So the moment you know that life is selling, because selling is how we help people to get what they want, and selling is how we get what we want. So you can't work with people if you are not able to to have a sense of sales in you. So most people will say, oh, I have this product, I want to make money, profit. Okay, you have to be profit oriented, but how will the profit come if you are not able to take your product out there? So the paradox of the marketplace is not the best product that make the biggest money. Is a product that is marketed the most that make the most money. So most people are not able. They say, me, I'm not, you know, I don't like sales. It's not my thing. So I say, if sales is not your thing,
let's say that's true.
Okay, selling is your thing. Selling is our thing, because selling is living. If you really want to maximize your journey on the earth, you have to learn how to sell. It has nothing to do with a particular profession. It is your ability to convey your ideas to people and make them buy into it.
But that's the thing. Let me just butt in here.
Okay.
You know, most people feel that statement you made, that I don't have a thing for sales, I don't know how to sell, because a lot of people believe that you have to have some special skills, maybe some charisma or other things to be able to
be an
convince people to, you know, accepting what you're offering.
No, it has nothing to do. You know, I've trained people that are very quiet. I've trained them, and today they are making money from selling. I've trained people that are stammerers to sell, you know, because selling has nothing to do with your personality style. Selling has everything to do with the principle of engaging humankind. It is a path to agreement. That's what selling is. It's a path to agreement. That means you are leading people to agree with you on a particular thing. That means you don't need to shout to do it. You don't need to be aggressive to do it. You don't need to be very oratory to do it. You just need to know how to be in that mode and have a conversation with people. You can raise amazing children.
He's confused.
I'm not confused. The thing is that you're saying it looks all very, very easy. To some people, it's like a Herculean task, because they've been trying to sell.
They've been trying to sell, and let me help you.
I know how to sell myself well.
Hold on, let me help you.
What I'm trying to say is that, thank you, I don't need your help for 1 year, Saba. Oh my God. Did I just say that?
Go ahead. Just go ahead. You're proud of your heritage.
What I'm trying to say is that a whole lot of people, for instance, let me give an instance. People who work in the bank, you know, and they've been given like loads of targets, you know, sales, go and try and bring this huge account to that. So then they feel that they are not really progressing, and maybe it's because they feel it's not really their thing, or maybe they just are not doing it right. Okay, I just want you now to talk to someone here who feels that he cannot really say because it's not just in him.
Okay, this is what I say all the time, and a lot of people, when you say selling is not your thing, it's not selling that is a problem. It's the fact that you don't really know what you want. And many a time, most people they have conveyed an erroneous idea to us about what selling is all about. They have said, you know, you have to be aggressive, you have to talk, you have to be very smooth talking and all of that. But that's not what selling is. Selling is you have a financial goal to meet, and the easiest way to meet that financial goal is through sales. What does that mean? It means that you can sell a product that other people will gladly pay for. And that means you're on a journey. That journey, because you don't need to contradict your beliefs for you to sell a product. And that's what makes people scared most of the time.
You don't need to contradict your beliefs. So invariably, you have to believe in what you're selling.
Exactly. You have to believe in what you are selling. So if you have a product that you don't believe in, just because of the money, you will be scared. And that is why most time people that are in sales, they get scared. You know, they are like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's just the money. No. Look at the product. And you have sold many things even without knowing you are selling. You have sold an idea to your friend before because you are so convinced about that idea. To you, it doesn't look as if you are selling. But at the end of the day, your friends bought into the idea. For instance, there is no way you can raise successful children without ability to sell your ideas to them. You have to sell your idea to them. You have to, you know, nobody can marry successfully without selling an idea to a woman. You know, and then we may not think we are selling. But the truth is, it sells. Life is selling. Everything we want is a commission.
So you believe in what you're selling. What about the place of knowledge of what you're selling?
Absolutely. You know, the truth is, how will you believe in something you don't have an idea of? So the point is, for you to have an idea, for you to believe in it, that means you have heard about it, you have seen it, you have fallen in love with it, and you see the way it can solve problems for people. It's a missing structure in a lot of people that want to run business and even in their own life. You know, and that's why today, a person that understands selling can never be broke. And that's the truth. It can never be broke.
Okay, so that's number 6. Learn to sell.
Yeah.
Just to learn to sell.
Yes,
Learn to sell. Learn to sell. Even when it comes to asking her, learn to sell. Okay, please.
Number 7 is that you have to give yourself permission to succeed. You have to give
so
yourself.
don't give up on yourself easily.
Yeah, most people are waiting for permission. We wait. We're in a society that people depend on expert this, expert that. Somebody have to be able to tell you can do it before you think you can do it. You can't succeed in business that way. You have to give yourself permission to succeed. Don't wait for permission. Give yourself permission. So,
how do you? I don't get it. How do you give yourself permission to say? Just say, okay, Justin, you're permitted to succeed, or how exactly?
now this is what happened. You know, so let's say for instance, there's somebody on your contact list you have been wanting to call. You know that this person can give you a referral to a deal, but maybe this person is higher than you in rating and ranking. You have been scared. You have the person's number. Okay. You have been waiting for a perfect day to call the person. You have never called the person. You know what? You have to learn to be scared and call the person. Because you know what? Even in the mix, one of the mantra for me in life is that do it scared. So I give myself that permission to do it scared. I pick the call, my hand is shaking, but I'm still picking the call and I call. All right? Now, why am I doing that? Because I'm giving myself a permission to be successful. Because I'm not waiting for permission. I'm not waiting for somebody to come and say, Tade, you can do it. They may not come by. We live in a noisy and a busy world. People are busy and noisy. So the truth is, if I'm waiting for them, how long am I keep waiting? So I have to give myself permission. It's when you begin to give yourself permission that people also will begin to give you support to get things done. Somebody says, I want to start a business, and it's been coming to you, Justin, and say, bros, you know, I need you to give me 50,000. This business will be good. But you know what? Guess what? He came to you again and he said, bros, I need you to support me. I need 50,000 for this business, but I've been able to raise 35,000. Are you not going to be in a better mood to say that this guy, I can help this guy? Why? Because he has given himself a permission already by going away, by finding a way to raise 35,000 of that money. He has saved everything he got just to put that together. But if he's been looking around for people that will just give him the money, nothing is going to happen.
Okay, there's
so
a message.
Let's talk to business
ahead.
starters, please. It's good to have ambiguous dreams, but let's talk about starting a business.
Yeah.
What would you really advise? Is it good to start big? I mean, if you want to start up a business, let's say for instance, you want to open a boutique, or you want to open maybe something where you can sell your product. And I've heard cases where they say allow your business run its own cost. Like, let it be your business that will pay your store rental, let it be your business that will pay probably your sales girls and sales. So for a starter, how would you rely
business is not emotional, it is economical. So most people start business thinking emotional, like, I love this business, I love clothes, all right, so I want to start a clothing line. Now it's good that you love clothes, but you're not the one that want to buy the clothes. All right, so don't just start what you love, start what people want to buy. So most people never start a business that people want to pay for. They are not looking at the needs of the marketplace, they are just looking at themselves. It's good to look at yourself. Sometimes it can be a reflection of what other people need. But remember, in business, money comes from people, does not fall from heaven.
Okay,
so
there's a question for you. Please, if you are sending us messages, let us know your name and where you are writing from. This one is anonymous. He says, I am in a very competitive environment. How do I stand out and be very successful in my business?
Okay. The word competition means that two persons seeking one thing. So you can't
multiple people.
Yeah, seeking one thing. That means the truth is there will be losers and there will be winners. So what you need to do in that place is that you need to look, the breakthrough in a competitive environment is to look at what is in demand that also demand a lot from you that other people are not doing.
Okay.
You know, and you see, so I will give you a practical example. So most time people are in an industry, and that industry you are in, there are a lot of people doing it because there is an aspect of that industry that is easy. There's an aspect of that industry that is in demand but is hard. But most people would rather do that part that is easy. So we have a lot of people in there. So what you need to do is to find that aspect of that business, find the need that is peculiar to the people that are coming to you, and you can solve it. It doesn't mean you should not be looking at this one too, but you begin to create another profit center, and that will be able to separate you.
Okay, let's see if we can take this call.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that one. Gbenga, please try to call us back. We're looking at things you need to do to be successful in business and in life. You can also send SMS if you can call. Okay, give us the next tip.
So the number 8 is that you have to be courageous.
Courageous.
Oh my man, you have to be courageous. Courage is cash flow.
Cash flow.
Okay. Courage is cash flow. You know, when most people are very intelligent, but they are not acting intelligently.
Okay.
And I will give you an instance. Most people are intelligent, but they're not acting intelligent.
Sorry, just hold on. Hello, good morning to you. Yeah, what's your name? Where are you calling us from? Benjamin from Agege. So you have a question for Tade? Okay. Okay, fine. All right, thank you, Benjamin. Before Tade leaves, he would roll out his social media handle so you can follow him for more information. You will. That's what I just said. Before the end of the show, Tade will roll out his social media handle so you can actually follow him and he'll get back to you. All right, thank you, Benjamin. Feel free to interact with us also on social media using the hashtag Galaxy Today. Send SMS if you can call Tade. Tade will attend to all of your queries. Yeah,
please go ahead.
Be courageous.
Be courageous. Now, just like what the gentleman said, you see, when you know the place you find yourself, the truth is you cannot thrive there if you deny the state of things. And most time, the reason some people don't thrive in Nigeria is that we're trying to compare Nigeria to another part of the world. Nigeria is not another part of the world. Nigeria is Nigeria. We have our peculiarity, we have our challenges, so you have to face those challenges. And one of the things that help you to face those challenges very well is courage. You have to be courageous. And like I said, most people are intelligent, but they don't act intelligently. They know what to do, but they don't do it. Why? The missing line is from A to Z is a lot of people are afraid. They're afraid of losing. They're afraid of making ridicule themselves. They're afraid of embarrassing themselves. They're afraid of so many things. So you need to develop courage. You need to be courageous. You need to begin to dare those things that you fear. You may not do them on a bigger scale. For instance, someone is working 8 to 5, and you tend to have a side also. You have been postponing it. You have been trying to do this. You have been trying to say, I will do this one day. Check it. The reason why you have not started is because you think that you can make success of it. You are not courageous. So you need to be courageous for you to make things happen. It's very, very important.
Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Samura, KH Lagos.
Okay, go ahead. You have questions for Tade or comment? Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I'm a little practice, so I want to know I can get a good sponsorship and I can move on music. I didn't know that this outside of what you guys are discussing actually.
Okay, so it's actually outside what we're discussing. So on Friday, when we do entertainment, we'll talk more about getting ahead in music. Or if Daddy has a word or two for you, he'll just tell you.
Yeah, so the guy that you want to do music, you just need to get a job, okay? Get a job, get something going for yourself. You see, the world is not fantasy, the world is reality. So you need to first keep yourself going first. It is a full stomach that can have inspiration. So most time, people just think, my advice is always tough, but that's how it works. Okay, I live in the real world, man.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, what's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is
Amadia. Okay, so what's your question?
My question is just that, I want to start this I want to start selling clothes.
Okay. Want to start selling clothes?
Yeah, clothes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but they are all clothes. And then they are just like things. There was nothing
Hello, please can you call us back? The line is a bit distorted. We cannot really understand what you're saying. Try and call us again. Yeah, go ahead. Being courageous.
Okay, so being courageous is very important. So many a time people come around and tell you, I want to do this thing, I want to do this thing, but check them really. They don't really have the guts to step out and get it done. You know, so all they are just doing is that they are giving different excuses, and it occurs in every aspect of our life. You know, because the best time to do what you want to do is yesterday, and you just have to do it. Now, if you don't do it, miracles only comes to people that take action. And then actions are necessary for you to create the kind of result. And the reason most people don't take action is because they are scared. They are scared. And so the only answer to being scared is that you have to do it scared. Okay.
The only answer to being scared is that you have to do it scared. Okay.
You have to do it scared. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. Hello, good morning to you. Yeah, good morning, my brother. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Lagos.
From Lagos. What's your name, please? Hello, you have a name, right?
Hello, my name is Ayo.
Ayo, go ahead. Okay, Ayo is shy there. Please try and call us back, okay? Yeah, that part of scared, I didn't really get it. Say that again. The only part of being scared is that you have to be scared.
The way to
The only solution to be scared is to do it scared.
Okay, so just be scared and just do it anyhow.
Do it
Now,
anyhow.
that's what it means. That means the truth is, you know, fear is an emotion, and the only solution to that emotion is another emotion, and that emotion is an action. You have to take action. So you said, "Oh, I'm scared." Most time, what we are scared of does not exist. It's just imaginary. So when you take action, you then begin to realize that that which is holding you back is not necessarily in existence.
And sometimes it could actually be that the mind has a way of exaggerating things. It's not really as bad as what the mind paints it.
It's action. So you say, I need to make this call. You make the call. I want to start this business. Go make the findings about it. You need to, so you begin to take steps every day. Most people don't take steps on what they want to achieve with their life.
So be courageous, go for what you want. Even if you're scared, do it anyway, because you never know unless you just try.
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. Moving on. Okay, let's take this caller first. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning. I can hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ma. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Okay. Hello. There's a message here. I think we should just take it before we continue. Good morning, please. I'm Mojisola from Igodo. Since I stopped selling credits to my buyers, my business has not been going well. I run an egg depot. She says on credit. I don't get it.
Okay, she said that's her belief system. You know, her belief system says that she stopped selling because she stopped selling on credit. Now, when she was selling on credit, are they paying her after she has sold to them, or they are still owing her? Now, that's the first question that we need to ask, because he said you stopped selling on credit. Now, why do you stop selling on credit? There must have been that they are not paying you after you have sold to them. Now, so what is it not better to say that you have not made sales than to have made sales to people that are not paying you? So it's very, very important that and that is the 9th point that people need to focus attention on. You need to change your beliefs.
Change your belief.
Okay, you know, our belief is an operating system of our life. And you know what? Every phone has an OS. So the operating system of a phone determines how that phone will function. So your belief system determines how you are going to function. If you believe in scarcity, everything around you depicts so. If you believe in abundance, you know, there is a saying, there is a mantra I say to myself every single day. I say, from abundance, abundance is taken, yet abundant remains. You know, from abundance, abundance is taken, yet abundant remains. In other words, I believe in abundance. I believe in the abundant, the limitlessness of life. And so when I move with that mentality into business, I believe that there is more people that are more prosperous enough to buy what I want to sell. So that's, you know, influence my action, it influences my decision, and that's what's going to happen to people too. Most people, you know, you cannot substitute limited thinking for hard work. You cannot. You can be working hard, but your thinking is limited.
Okay, let's see if we can take one more. before we take the last point. Okay, we lost this one. Okay, please still call us. If you can't call, you can also do SMS. The numbers are on screen. You can interact on social media using the hashtag Galaxy Today. So let's get point number 10, the last one.
All right. The point number 10 is what I call the law of relevance.
Law of relevance.
Yeah, the law of relevance. And what that means is, I do these statistics with people a lot of time.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, I would say you have a goal, all right? You say this is what you want to do. You have set a goal. I ask them on one list everything you want to get done for the week. They have listed everything they want to get done. And also when it gets to the end of that week, ask yourself, what the actions, the people you meet this week, the conversations you have this week, how does it move you towards the fulfillment of this goal that you listed at the beginning of the week?
You know, it's something I should ask you, Justin.
Okay, what are you asking me?
So that is what we call the law of relevance. Most people waste their time and they think that time is money. Time is not money, time is life. So when you have a goal and everything that you do every day is not leading you towards the actualization of that goal, that's not a goal, that's just a wish. You are not a performer, you are a liar. You are just lying to yourself. You are living a life that is full of illusion, because every day of your life, your time must become subjected to your plan. That means you are looking at your time. You say, what do I need to meet? Who do I need to have a conversation with? You know, and that has a lot to do with your association, the people you relate with. What are you reading? What are you, who are you talking to? What action are you taking? When you look at your life at the end of the week, you will know whether you are moving closer to your goal or not. And that is very important. That's why it's called the law of relevance. Everything I'm doing, is it relevant to what I want to achieve, or I'm just doing things? And that is why most people don't move ahead, because every single day they are doing things. They are in motion, but they are not making progress.
Okay, so please, can you quickly tell us if what other things do we have to do, training or retraining when you're handling a business? I mean, what other people say there's a difference between working hard and working smart. Yeah. Also being innovative about whatever it's, especially if you're in a competitive environment. Yeah,
you need to keep one of the things you want to do is your association matters a lot in business. The people you hang out with. Tell me who you hang out with, and I will be a prophet of your future. So if you're in business, you have to hang out with people that succeeded in business. People that are making headway in business, not people that are not making any money, that are complaining about everything. And you have to keep developing yourself. Okay. Your biggest asset is your mind. So if you're in business and you're not exposing your mind, what do you do on social media? Just listen to the all the G's. You're not watching a show like this so that you can learn, but rather, if you see a show like this, you want to turn off your TV and put on something else. The truth is, your mind determines what will be in your hand. So if you're not developing your mind, if your mind is empty, your hand will eventually be empty.
Okay, let's just take one or two messages as we round off. I'm sorry, we cannot take any more calls for those of you who are still calling. This is Mrs. Banjoko. I want to be selling chips, and I discovered that many people are already into it. Please, what should I do? Okay, I don't know if you want to still tell her about competitive businesses.
Yeah, so for her, there's what we call the commandment of entry in business, and that means that a business is like when you're driving on Lagos Road. Most of the time you find out that there is traffic. Why? The roads are small and the cars are many. So when there is things like that, there's going to be traffic. The same way there's what we call economic traffic. When a lot of people are doing the same kind of business, and that's why you find out that the wealthiest people in the world find a monopoly advantage in anything they want to do. So if you have noticed that there are a lot of people selling chips, you may not necessarily have to sell the chips, except there is something else you have noted about the chips that nobody else is doing, and you can promote that very well, and that will give you a competitive advantage.
Okay, lots of people are asking for your contact, but maybe you just need to reel out your social media handles so they can follow you.
You can either follow me on, I'm very active on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at TadeCash, or on Instagram at official TadeCash. Those two places, or then you can join the group on Facebook at Financial Freedom Fastlane.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Okay. So that we just let's do a quick recap of what you taught us.
Okay, so we spoke about
we started with a commitment plan. Yeah.
Yes, so you have to do whatever it takes to be successful. You have to be clear that it's not just I'm just not a wish. You have to be ambitious.
You have to know how to work with people.
You have to know how to work with people. You know, and we use a word say that if they can't beat them, don't join them. Arrange to get them beaten, and that is the most important thing in business. You can arrange to get your success that you are looking for.
Yeah. Okay, so you have to be profit oriented.
Yeah, you have to be profit oriented because essence of business is profit. Haven't solved a problem. If you're not making profit in business, it's not business. You're just busy, and that's what happened to people.
Then we learn to sell.
You have to learn to sell because for you to excel, you must sell. Okay. So that's very important.
Okay, and they give yourself permission to succeed.
Yeah, permission is important. Nobody will give you permission. The world is noisy and busy. If you want to be successful, give yourself permission. You have
to be courageous.
Courage is cash flow. We live in a universe that your universe get multiplied the moment you are courageous. So we're saying to people today, be courageous.
Okay, then change your beliefs and law of relevance.
Yes, you have to change your belief because your belief determines your operating system. So if your belief is slow, your life will be slow. If your belief is fast, your life will be fast.
Then law of relevance.
And the law of relevance. Everything you are doing from Monday, today is Monday, till Friday, are you doing things that is leading you towards the accomplishment of your goal, or you are just moving around without any sense of mission? That's what the law of relevance is.
Well,
thank you very much.
So
it's a very good way to start the week. Thank you so much. We've been speaking with TadeCash, financial freedom coach, and he's rolled out his social media handle if you want to meet with him. Do not forget to work at 10 tomorrow, being Tuesday. I'm Uche Onyekoje. Good to have you. Have a wonderful Monday.
And I'm Justin Academy. I'm really going to start my week with this one, the money code. I'm learning how to, uncode or decode, the laws of money. And that's the size of the show for tomorrow. We return again tomorrow with a very interesting edition. Bye for now.
Squeeze Records.
I remember writing letters to see me when we been to school. For my mind, now she go become my wife. Me, I been there tell myself, say 25, I go build house, and I go they drive my own big car. But as time done, they reach yeah, done they grow. We still they tread, but I just keep on building and hope it all comes alive. So, mama, when I become old, I go become a pilot. Oh, say, papa, when I grow old, I go become a surgeon. But dreams do change, and I keep hoping that it all comes alive. I remember when I been to school, I did tell everybody when I grow up, I won't be banker. I been think say if I dey work for place where people they keep money no go finish for my hands, oh. But as time no they wait, oh, yeah, still they grow, and we still they try to make things work, hoping it comes alive. So mama, when I become old, I go become a doctor. Oh, papa, when I grow old, I go be engineer. But dreams do change. I'm still hoping that it all comes alive. Hoping, we keep hoping.
beats maker.
Mr. C, Mix Killer.